We live in an age where data is cheap, searchable, and endlessly available. We are drowning in infinite facts, yet remain starved of clarity. The era where raw knowledge served as the ultimate competitive asset has ended. Accumulation alone has reached a point of diminishing returns. Problems are moving targets. They constantly change shape, scale, and density. A static solution from yesterday often becomes a limitation today, as the environment mutates and requires a different quality of response. Horizontal knowledge is the outward spread of facts across the surface, expanding the map without increasing resolution. Vertical knowing behaves differently. It plunges downward, moving past data collection to search beneath the surface for relevance and consequence. Because reality is dynamic, the future belongs to those who stop hoarding outward and begin digging downward. This vertical descent follows 4 distinct layers. The top crust is knowledge, the foundational body of documented facts and observations available at a given time. This layer describes a situation, but it cannot independently guide a choice. It lacks the depth required to discern a clear signal from the surrounding noise. Level 2 is understanding. Here, the brain processes and contextualizes raw data. The static facts filter down into moving currents of relevance. Understanding asks a specific question. What does this general truth mean right here, right now, for this specific situation? It adapts general evidence to fit the exact contours of a current challenge. This transition represents the first moment where raw information generates actual utility. Deeper still, we hit the bedrock, wisdom. At this depth, knowing must govern action under the heavy pressure of consequence. This bedrock is supported by 4 internal pillars: reverence, to acknowledge reality's scale; discernment, to filter the signal; judgment, to evaluate the outcome; and decision, the courage to act. If any pillar is missing, the structure fails. Without reverence, we find arrogance. Without discernment, confusion. Without judgment, sentiment. And without decision, wisdom is a useless theory. When you reach the absolute base, you unlock level 4, revelation. This is high-order perception that detects the trajectory of a system before that system completes its move. It accesses what is currently emerging. This is the directional force used by pioneers. They understand the structural roots of a situation so thoroughly that they recognize the fruit before it grows. It allows them to engage reality as it is becoming. This reveals the core logic of the spectrum. By stripping away surface-level noise and understanding the deep mechanics of the present, the path of the future becomes visible. You must dig deep to see far. When all 4 layers are activated, they produce a singular output: insight. It cuts straight through the complexity, identifying the path others miss. In an era where everyone has the same data, the capacity to connect what others separate is the only remaining leverage. This framework provides a mental blueprint for navigating complexity. It provides individuals a way to end information addiction and helps organizations replace data bloat with strategic clarity. Transformation occurs because an entity achieves a maturity of knowing, rather than simply storing more data in its servers. The age of knowledge alone has ended. Upgrading to an insight-driven mental operating system is the new requirement. Success today depends on knowing exactly what to do with what is known.